Hello there.
Jesus, what? Oh my God, why can't you just leave me alone? Get rid of that pesky watermark by activating Windows using a key from VIP or cdkey.com. Instead of paying full price for one, you can get a Windows 10 or a Windows 11 CD key for dirt cheap after using the code TS20. After purchasing the key, all you have to do is go into the user center up top, then navigate to your orders so you can reveal the key. Then simply copy and paste that into the activation settings of Windows and you're all set. Thank you. What is happening, everyone? It's your boy Soros from RedTech, and today we're going to be taking a look at two new PC components from Lian Li. Their brand new HydroShift 2 LCD AIO, along with their new Unifan SL Infinity wireless fans. As most of you already know, Lian Li changed the AIO game completely by introducing their original HydroShift AIO with adjustable tubes, meaning you can have the tubes come down from the middle for a cleaner tubeless look. Well, their new cooler is still sticking to the same design language, but with improved case compatibility as well as new features. We now have a 2.1-inch round IPS LCD display as opposed to a square one, but you do get some RGB accents around the pump cover, which is nice. The biggest change, however, with the HydroShift 2 is that you get 3 control modes: offline, USB, and wireless. Offline mode doesn't require any USB connection, and you can rotate the cap to control the LED and the LCD content. Clockwise changes the screen display, and counterclockwise adjusts the lighting effects. Keep in mind that the display will only show the coolant temperature and the pump RPM only. In wireless mode, as long as you're connected to the wireless controller, you get access to screen themes, images, and lighting effects through the L-Connect software. And finally, streaming mode, aka USB mode, you do get full customization through the L-Connect software. So you can customize stuff like MP4s, GIFs, and more. Personally, I think this is going to be the new trend, if it isn't already, with other AIO manufacturers soon to follow, because I do think that the tube look is a bit outdated. That's not to say people out there don't like the tube look. Personally, I only like tubes in my system if it's from a custom water-cooled build, or even like soft tubing with those premium cable sleeves on there. So the cooler actually comes with these clamps pre-installed, and this will let you position the tubes. That way you get the perfect alignment right above your CPU. And if your radiator bracket supports 140mm fans, you can actually secure the clamp to the fan brackets. You can also remove the clamp if the space is tighter than usual. The HydroShift 2 cooler can be mounted vertically if you adjust the clamp, but it's actually designed to be mounted horizontally at the top of your case. That way, most of the tubes remain hidden. It is the very essence of why this product exists in the first place. However, if you own an O11 Vision case, you can mount this vertically and run the tubes towards the rear grommet, which will still give you that clean tubeless look. For those wondering about longevity, the HydroShift 2 features robust server-grade corrugated tubing, which is one of the reasons why they are very flexible while still maintaining constant fluid flow through the tubes. The pump block mounting mechanism has also been upgraded on the HydroShift 2. If you're installing this on an AM4 or AM5 motherboard, the mounting mechanism will now distribute pressure evenly across the CPU for optimal contact and thermal performance. And like always, you do get a cover for the mounting screws, which is nice. The HydroShift 2 LCD comes in either black and white with 3 different versions. You get one without any fans pre-installed, just like the one in this video, which is honestly my personal preference, since I can use any fan I want and build out a PC using all the same fans. There's also a 360 CL edition with balanced cooling and aesthetics, but if you want the best cooling power, the 360 TL is the better option, as it comes with higher RPM fans, more airflow, and stronger static pressure. It's also why it's the most expensive model out of the 3. Okay. Now let's talk about the SL Infinity wireless fans. It was only a matter of time before Lian Li brought over their popular Infinity fan design onto the wireless ecosystem. Personally, I think the Infinity series fans from Lian Li are the best looking fans on the market, but to each their own. So the Infinity wireless fans now have 3 distinct lighting zones: the center, inner edge, and diffused side strips. But they've actually added 2 different sides of double Infinity mirrors. On one side, you have the original SL Infinity dual layer design, while the other displays a dual rectangular shape. So when you're installing the fans, you can actually choose which side to show off. Also, just like the original SL Infinity fans, you can still customize the lighting of each layer individually. To power the fans and control the fan speed, you will need to connect the included receiver to one end of the fan group and one of the PWM fan cables onto your motherboard's fan header. If you experience signs of insufficient power, like the fans blinking white or the fan blades not spinning, then it's recommended to plug the other PWM cable into the motherboard or a separate PMW hub. And if that's not enough power, you can use the included 1 to 3 PWM to SATA cable. This cable only comes with the triple pack, whereas the single pack only gives you the receiver. Also, with the triple pack, you get the L wireless sync controller, which is needed to control all of your Lian Li wireless products. This can be connected to any USB port in the back of your PC, or if you want to save a USB slot, you can use the included cable and plug it directly into both the USB header and the fan header on your motherboard. The L wireless sync controller can manage up to 10 groups of devices. However, each PC can only support one wireless sync controller, so you can't stack them together. These fans are available in both black and white with reverse blade options as well. The triple pack with receiver and wireless controller will retail for $105, while the single pack with receiver only will go for $32 a pop. But if you want to buy the sync controller separately, it will run you $18. Considering the triple pack costs you $105 as opposed to buying 3 single packs at $96, it's best that you buy only one triple pack. That way you get the wireless sync controller and add as many single packs as you need to complete your build, as you will save more money this way. Now when it comes to cooling, I have the fans from the AIO set as intake in the vertical orientation, pulling in fresh air from outside the case, and it didn't even break a sweat cooling my 9950X 3D processor. While gaming in 1440p ultra settings, the CPU peaked at only 61 degrees Celsius. But the software is where I was most impressed with. Lian Li has taken the customization of their screens to the next level, and I just want to show you guys what you can actually do here. For starters, you can customize the colors of the fans by simply clicking on the LED section of the fan, and then on the bottom here you can set any effect that you like along with the set of colors that you want to display. I've been a huge fan of Tai Chi lately, so I'm going to select the Tai Chi option and then customize my colors to teal and pink, just so we're matching the color scheme in the rest of the build. And I'm going to apply this effect to the rest of the fans. You can also customize the pump ring by going into the cooler settings and by clicking on the outer ring. And then over here, you can just pick whatever effect or colors you want to show. Now to customize the display itself, just click on the center of the pump. And on the main page here, you can select from a variety of templates already pre-made with its very own animated background and custom text. Looks like there are a total of 13 pre-made templates, which I'm sure they'll probably add more later in the future. And then if you find one that you like, just hit apply. You can also go into the sensor setup and you can customize what hardware information to show on the actual LCD. So let's say I just want the CPU and GPU temp to show up and I don't care about the rest. So I'm just gonna go here and uncheck everything else and put maybe a 5-second timer between the info and then hit OK. And then apply. So there you have it. It's just going to cycle between the CPU temp and the GPU temp. Now let's say you found your favorite template, but you don't really like the background image and you want to upload your very own. Well, in that case, we're going to go up here and click on Screen Advanced Mode. So I'm going to scroll down here, pick my favorite template, and then I'm going to click on Change Background. Then you have a list of options on how you want to upload your content. You can either screen capture, upload your video, custom GIF, or even an image. So in this demo, I'm just going to do upload image and click on Goku Super Saiyan Rose and hit apply. And there you have it. Be mindful of the colors of the image and the colors of the text. As you can see here, the black doesn't really stick out as much over the image I've uploaded. And that's where the custom theme tab comes into play. Over here, you can fully customize your very own sensor panel from scratch. This is actually wild. Check this out. So in the custom theme tab, I'm going to add my very own image and hit apply. Then in the theme info, I can select from a bunch of pre-made themes and simply just add it to the screen. But if I want to make one from scratch, the modular section is where it's at. I do want to start off by adding a clock on here, which I think is very useful. There are a few formats that you can choose from, but I'll just go with this one as an example and click on add. You can also reposition this anywhere on the screen and adjust its size, which is pretty cool. Now, as you can see, the text doesn't exactly show up that well over the image because the colors are similar. This is where you can go into the layout tab and not only change the font of the text, but also the color. Now I'm using the beta version, which is still a little buggy, so unfortunately I can't show this in the video, but once this is available to the public, this will be fixed. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to the modular tab and add one more sensor, and I'm gonna put this underneath the clock. Right, here's good. Then I'm gonna hit apply. Then I can go back into the layout and customize this entirely. Like I can change the font, the color, and whatever hardware info I want to show up. Now I do want this to show my current GPU temps instead, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this drop-down menu and find GPU temp. Here it is. And I'm also going to change the label. So let's just call this GPU temp. Hit update and then hit apply. And there you have it. Pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Let me know what you guys think about the cooler and the fans in the comment section below. If you guys want to check out any of the stuff I mentioned in the video, that will also be dropped down below in the description section. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.